What's up racers, RacerBeast here and welcome back to another CSR 2 video. Now in this video I'm going to show you a good live racing setup for the Jesko Absolut. Now before we get into the video, I don't even need to tell you guys how great this car is for live racing. Just have a look at my performance point and my Evo point. 653 performance point with 2437 Evo points. That's insane, okay? I have never seen anything like this. The high number of Evo points that this car can produce with minimal number of upgrades is just amazing. And it is not like only this particular Jesko can achieve such a feat. All of the other Jeskos that I have in my garage, including the Jesko Draco Red Edition, even this car is a super low PP high Evo car and a live racing monster. And let's not forget the original Jesko as well, okay? Even for this Jesko, achieving a low performance point and high Evo setup is possible. This is also great for live racing. So all three Jeskos are good for live racing. It's just that in this particular video, I'm going to show you the setup for Absolute. But whatever I show you for this particular car applies to other Jeskos as well up to a certain extent, okay? So keep that in mind. With that being said, let's get into the upgrades for this one. Now I have engine onto stage 1, turbo onto stage 3, intake onto stage 3, nitrous onto stage 3, body onto stage 5, tires onto stage 3 and transmission onto stage 5, okay? So this gives me a performance point of 653 and Evo point of 2437, which is a low PP high Evo setup as I've said before. Now let's have a look at the tuning for the setup, okay? Now keep in mind, as far as the tuning is concerned, your tuning might be slightly different than mine. I have all the fusions for this setup, but if you are missing a few fusions, you will need to adjust your tuning accordingly, okay? This is just to give you a baseline. So nitrous all the way to the right for me, final drive all the way to the left, and tire pressure at 8 psi. So it's a very basic tuning, nothing special. This gives me a dyno of 9.509. So ideally I'm aiming for a 9.5 to 9.7 lobby, but keep in mind we have a low PP high Evo setup here, so you will have a very good advantage when it comes to lobby matchmaking. What do I mean by that? Well, since you have a very low performance point, you will very frequently get placed into much slower lobbies, such as 9.9 or even 10-second lobbies, okay, where your opponents are running in 9.9 or a 10.1 or something like that. So imagine now what will happen in this case. Well, you are into a 9.9 lobby, for example, and your Jesko can run a 9.5 or even a 9.4. You simply won't lose, right? There is no way in which you can lose any live race with this setup, as long as, okay, you know how to control your runs. That's important, okay? Because if you go all out, you will eventually risk getting bumped up into higher lobbies. So you will have to keep that in mind. With that being said, let's have a look at a few live races. Before that, let's have a look at a shift pattern for the Jesko, and then we'll move on to the live races, okay? Here we go. So this car does beat dyno by some amount, but I mean, you don't even need to beat dyno in this case, since you are anyways running way faster than your opponents. You will have to control your runs, as I've said before, okay? Instead of beating dyno, you will have to know on how slow can you go and still win races, okay? So with that being said, let's have a look at few live races with the Absolute. Enjoy the live races, guys. This is RacerBeast signing off. See you in another video. Bye.